Hi, my name is Lorance Guirguis, and I'm going to be talking about the use of smartphone apps for voting. My topic is whether or not there should be an app on our phones that we are able to use to vote on during federal elections. This topic is important to us because it is a very realistic possibility of the future as we constantly grow in the digital world. The federal elections are our right as United States citizens, and without guarantee of privacy and security, the integrity of our chosen society could have a catastrophic effect on the future. The scenario that was presented to me was a concept of voting through the use of smartphone apps. An attempt to make the process of voting simpler, a bill was proposed that would enable the United States federal government to develop and to distribute apps for mobile devices to be used for voting during federal elections. This bill was argued in the defense of lack of verifications of voters and their location. Thus, the head of the Elections Committee is currently in the process of considering whether or not to allow the authorization of the bill for the development and distribution of the voting app. The dilemma is the question of whether or not it is ethical for the Elections Committee to allow for the development of the apps that would be used for the United States voters to be able to vote from their cellular phone devices. Some societal issues of using smartphones for voting. Some societal issues of using a smartphone for voting include unavailable and limited access. The limited access to mobile devices would thus exclude lower income citizens as well as older adults without devices. There is also a question of security. There is a higher risk to hacking, malware, and malfunctioning. There is a lack of assurance. It will be hard to confirm that the voter is indeed a United States citizen, and this could result in possible fraud. There is decreased trust also. If believed to be insecure, there is less trust and confidence in the Democratic Republic. Some pros and cons of using smartphones for voting. Some pros include the convenience of time. People will now be able to vote from anywhere. It will be faster in counting the polls, as well as the results will be known faster. There is the possibility of increased voter turnout. As a trial in West Virginia, there were overseas voters had increased voting by 3 to 5%. Some cons include, as NPR or National Public Radio lists, is that there are the possibility of technical issues that should be fixed before the installment of internet voting, which include malware defense, lack of digital credentials for identity verification, increased threat of attacks, increase of security risks, lack of paper trail for auditing. It is also not accessible to those without cell phones or internet access. People may not trust the app and choose to use what they already know, which is ballots. Some intended and unintended consequences of using smartphones for voting. Some intended consequences include possible but not confirmed increase of voter participation. It will be easier access for the majority, those who are either too busy to go to the polls, live far, or are disabled. There will be the modernization and societal adoption of government systems and practices. This will have an increased engagement targeted towards the younger generation. There will be lower costs through machines, employees, and paperwork. Faster results and poll number counts. The unintended consequences include discrimination towards the lower class and older adults, hence not everyone will be able to vote, those without a cellular device or Wi-Fi. There will be computer and system malfunctions. There will be also an increase in cyber attacks. In the case of lack of private area, it could also result in coercion. Possible data breaches will thus equal less trust in the system. there is a saying that goes that the best type of security is a pen and paper. Some future aspects of using smartphones for voting will be the development improvement through the constant use of biometric technology, such as facial recognition and fingerprint for voter identification, which means that the more it is needed, the more updates needed to adapt and defend from threats and attacks. The possible increase of voters in correlation to the increase of technological security and defense, which means the increasing security could lead to the increase of voters. And through the increase of voters, there's more political awareness with the modernization through constant reminders and app notifications. This is my references that I use to research more on this topic. Thank you.